Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and take a peek at this matchmaking. Not one, not two, but three super ships in this match, dear viewers. This is not exactly the most ideal matchmaking. Now, there are no subs at least. It is a CV game, and the other side does have an FDR. So, yeah, this is, I'm not sure what Backdoor here did in order to get this terrible matchmaking, or this bad roll of matchmaking, I should say. But, yeah, but anyway, this is your bonus weekly replay video, live reaction replay, so I'm watching this with you guys for the first time, and given the state of matchmaking that this match has, it should be most interesting. And unlike the previous replay video with the, what was it, the super light British cruiser, the Edgar. That video was uploaded on like the 9th. I uploaded a bunch of videos in preparation for Hurricane Francine making landfall in Louisiana. And in the time between that video going up and it being actually released, because, you know, you can schedule videos to release on YouTube, like Jingles did a video on it, Panzerknacker did, so I was like the third one to show that replay that week. This one I just got yesterday, so this is a nice, fresh replay for you. But anyway, Backdoor is here in the Napoli, the Tier 10 Italian cruiser with the wonderful SAP secondary guns. You get a bunch of 90mm, 152mm secondary guns that have SAP, which means they can and will pin what they need to pin in order to bully other cruisers, destroyers, and even a fair amount of battleships in some cases. Now he is going over wide, it seems, to the C cap, a very bold maneuver here. Because while the Napoli is tanky, the C cap is typically where there's a bit of a traffic jam, sometimes around that island around B9, B10, because other ships try to do the same thing, be sneaky, go around, use the island cover to get at the enemy team. Typically, what happens here on this map, the C cap, you know, you just kind of hold it, you know, maybe, and whoever wins the A cap typically is the one that usually winds up winning the match. But again, we shall see. And nothing about the FDR, those planes got some HP, and Napoli doesn't really have the best AA in the world. It's got the Italian AA, which means its range is only 4.5 kilometers, so typically, you get a few seconds of getting AA damage on those planes, and then they fly out of your AA bubble, you know. So the Italian ships don't really have the best AA suite to work with, especially when we're dealing with a Roosevelt. Roosevelt's dropping, looks like he's trying to drop Backdoor's buddy in the Harugumo. He is dropping his buddy in the Harugumo. You can see there when the icons pop up just how many torpedoes the FDR does drop. But we won't be seeing that because Backdoor has a customer here. The Zorky, the Super Soviet destroyer. It's basically an unnerfed Khabarovsk, right? With a burst fire mode. He's opening up on his friend of the Harugumo, I do believe. Usually isn't how you see Khabarovsk or the Zorky being played, contesting the caps. The ships are typically best played out in the open water, but let's see if this guy makes any use of it. Although it looks like he's about to beach here. Engine boost straight into the island. Okay. Looks like, oh yes, broadside Ruprecht. So Backdoor takes a shot there. I probably would have shot at the Zorky just to get him out of the match faster, but I mean, broadside target's a broadside target. Takes 10k off of that Ruprecht's health. Looks like his friend in the Harugumo has nudged up into the C cap to contest it for a little bit. There's the Zorky again. Okay, looks like the Ohio is intending to push up the 10 line. Oh, yeah, that's where that Ruprecht's at, but the Mecklenburg's over there too. It's pretty hot flank for the time being. It's like Backdoor is being a little passive here with the Napoli, which this early on in the game, yeah, you don't want to exactly just go running into the teeth of the enemy team just yet. You don't want to give them time to see, you know, where the enemy team is at. Oh, but look at that, down south, the Maine and the Delana, the Super American battleship and the Super Pan-European destroyer, are actively taking the A-cap. Look at that. That's not something you see every day. Harugumo is, yeah, currently taking the C-cap as well. So while the enemy team did grab the 2 caps originally, looks like the friendly team is about to flip the 2 of them there. Looks like no one has gone for the B-cap. Very rare instance on this map. Um, let's see. Are they going to actually get both caps? That'd be a pretty nice swap at the beginning of the match. Oh, also, of course, the current replay bug is that the points are swapped or switched. I put swapped and switched together in the same word. So as you can see now that the friendly team has captured the C cap, the enemy teams are pointing up. Obviously, that is a glitch. All right, Ruprecht is pushing in Ohio. While Ohio is a pretty tough battle, did he just fire HE? Did that Ohio just fire HE at the Ruprecht? I think he did. I am not sure what to make of that. Oh, the Patrie, the super French battleship, is charging right on in there. Alright, looks like backdoor is going in as well. Yeah, like I was saying, the Ohio, while it is a good ship, a very strong ship, and even a pretty decent secondary ship, it ain't got torpedoes. The Ruprecht does have torpedoes. Looks like he turned off and maybe threw some at the Ohio. Backdoor takes a shot here on the Des Moines. I don't know if he's quite open enough. Oh, he is open enough to get Citadels on that Des Moines. A nice 13k off of that Des Moines HP. Des Moines is now angling harder over to Backdoor's Napoli. Backdoor does have a full secondary build on this Napoli, so he does have 11 kilometer secondaries, and that Des Moines is about to be in his secondary range. And the secondaries, again with Sap, can absolutely bully that Des Moines, but he turns them off to stay undetected. Very interesting move. But there's the Ruprecht's Hydro, so now it doesn't matter. It's probably going to, I would assume he would turn them back on if that Ruprecht does pop up. Yep, there's the Ruprecht Torps. He did get those out at the Ohio. Pretty smart move there because he saw that that enemy Maine looking at him. So he kept secondaries off, trying to stay undetected. Obviously not trying to eat a broadside of Maine shells. But there is the Ruprecht. He has popped up. Can he get his Torps out? Or, no, he just tossed them at the Des Moines, so he can't get him out. Oh no, he didn't toss them at the Des Moines, so they are available. Never mind. Alright, so secondary's out on the Ruprecht, and since the Ruprecht is the German battle cruiser, he is coated in very, very thin armor in comparison to something like, obviously, a GK. Speaking of something like a GK, here comes the Mecklenburg, the FDG with a bunch of gear guns. Pretty good hit there on the Mecklenburg, 7,000 damage. He does run into the barrier here. He's turning. He's got his rudder max over trying to get off that barrier. Eats a couple of pins there from the Ruprecht for only about 4,000 damage. There comes the HE spam from the Des Moines. And I'm surprised he's not... Yep, there we go. I was expecting him to do that when he hit the border. Alright, but he's popping up his exhaust smoke now. If you don't know, the Napoli does get an exhaust smoke, where he can literally sail at full throttle, but this smoke will be covering him. So he can do what he's doing right now and stay undetected and keep his secondaries on the Ruprecht so they can keep chewing at him without him being spotted. Here comes the FDR, though, dropping on the Patrie. And let's see, did he miss? Not that great of an FDR strike. Only about 5,000 damage there to the Patrie. Alright, the Ruprecht is down. Mecklenburg is... Everyone is running to the border over here. Mecklenburg is up and in secondary range. He has a very large superstructure for the Napoli secondaries to just chew on. Let's see. You also have a Maine and a Des Moines. The Des Moines still around here somewhere. Backdoor finally getting off of the border. Alright, finally landing some of these secondary hits on the Mecklenburg. Nice 1,200 bit of damage there to the Mecklenburg superstructure. Still keep an eye out on that Maine. Maine is a deletion machine. Patrie, though, not doing so good. I'm assuming the Mecklenburg secondaries have been doing work on the Patrie. French battleships are coated in 32 millimeters of armor, and German mainline secondary guns can absolutely chew through them with no problem. FDR still around, waiting for his planes to come off a cooldown so he can drop the Patrie. And never mind, the Patrie is dead. So these planes are probably going for Backdoor. Backdoor finishes off the Mecklenburg there, brings himself up to 71,000 damage so far. Here comes the FDR, and results. Ooh, those gravity-defying bombs. Thankfully, didn't do too much damage to Backdoor there. Alright, so both teams are down 2 battleships at the moment. However, the friendly team, well, I was going to say they control all caps at the moment, but they are losing the C cap. You have a Des Moines and a Maine. Not a Maine. You do have a Maine. Oh, they have 2 Maines on the enemy team? Oh, man. That sucks. Jeez, Timmy, why did your mom let you have 2 Maines? Ooh, that is, yeah, okay. So the good thing is that the Napoli's very good at kiting, like a lot of secondary ships are. You know, ships are pushing into your secondary gun, so they're chasing after you and staying in your secondary range. That is a very much a great thing about the Napoli. She's an excellent kiting cruiser. I think we're about to see that here. Although that is a very broadside Brindisi. Here comes the Des Moines again, out from his island cover. Not a very smart place for a Des Moines to be. This is looking pretty good. 17k off of that Des Moines. So again, with the secondaries, this should be a dead Des Moines here in another salvo or two. But the Maine is a lot scarier, and Backdoor's smokescreen is not quite off of cooldown just yet. Looks like he is holding his shots here so he can go undetected. Yep, to delay that Maine spotting him. Turning off secondaries again, absolute big brain move there. Because as you can see, the Napoli's detection range is 10.3 kilometers, secondary range is 11 kilometers. And when your secondary guns fire, they do increase your detection range. So you turn them off, you can utilize the maximum concealment of the Napoli, which he obviously wants to do here because he doesn't want to eat a bunch, 16-inch shells to the face. But he's spotted now, so he should be turning his secondaries back on. And nope, he just keeps them off and smoothly sails behind the island like a cool customer. Friendly team's got a bunch of points though right now. They have about a 400-point lead on the enemy team, but they are losing the A cap. They're losing the C cap. They did finally get the B cap though, because it looked like literally everyone that was at the A cap simply left and went to the B cap, which is why I'm assuming the Z42 is capping the A cap. So yeah, so now Backdoor has a Maine to try and deal with over here, along with the Brindisi. But if you look at all the enemy ships, they're kind of just chilling in the back, which is bad for them. But if the friendly team tries to go to them and do things, well, they're all grouped up in one place, so it may not be that great. All right, smoke generator is active. The Maine is spotted. So yet again, Backdoor can just sit here and farm the Maine down with his secondary guns without being detected. Is he going to be cheeky and fire before he goes behind the island cover? No, he is not. He's just going to play it safe. And oh, okay, so like see here, like, those guns, those secondary guns could arc those shells over that island edge right there. And they used to do that back in the day. Like the secondary guns used to just like keep shooting even though most of the shells are going into the island. Even if just a few secondary shells can make it onto the target. But now they're well, they're a little bit more less aggressive now, shall we say. Unfortunately, Backdoor's teammate goes down there in their Haruga mode to the enemy Duncan. Maine, however, is down to 15k HP. Get some HE out on the Maine. This should be a fairly quick death here, and the Maine is distracted, so Backdoor, yep, should be all right. So now he has the Brindisi left alive. Oh, and they took out the Des Moines as well. The friendly Maine took out the Des Moines. So doesn't have to worry about that radar anymore, ruining his smoke screen. Although he only has one smoke screen left. Oh, Citadel's the Brindisi through the nose? What? Or was that angled? I think it was angled. Okay, well, he was pretty steeply angled there. He probably turned out when he popped that smoke. That's what happened. But nice double sit to the Brindisi there. There goes the friendly Vallejo. Libertad, again, like we were mentioning on stream last night. Libertad, pay-to-win ship, broken ship. Definitely a little overtuned, but if you don't know how to play it, it's not going to go that well. That Libertad's getting farmed down pretty hard right now. So the friendly team is all bunched up in the B cap, except for the Hindenburg, Backdoor, and obviously the CV. The Darlana is going to the A cap to probably murder. Oh, never mind, or get murdered by the Z42. That's wow. How did that happen? Okay. Yeah, Brindisi broadside onto the Napoli. And this should be a pretty good hit. Oh, a very good hit there. 22k, 4 Citadels to the Brindisi. Alright, so, oof, dang. They're trading tit for tat right now, fellas. The enemy Maine just took out the Carl the 14th Johann. So, okay, Libertad's pretty low, down to 10k right now. He's probably the focus in everyone's attention because new ship, right? Yeah, no, he's going to go down here. And Backdoor might manage to yoink the kill here with a mere 5k HP left on the Libertad. And yes, he does. Finish off the Libertad. Very good target to get out. Ooh, he's found the FDR. There's also a Duncan. It's getting pretty intense here, fellas. Because while the enemy team does have the ship advantage, the friendly team does have the cap advantage, but the enemy team still has 2 destroyers left alive. And there goes the Musashi. So now it's 3 on 5, ladies and gentlemen. 2 cruisers against 2 battleships, 2 destroyers, and a CV. And that CV is the FDR. So, golly. Now, obviously, if he can kill the FDR, that's a huge pickup, because that means the friendly Hakuru can fly around uncontested. However, the FDR can very much keep him spotted, because his planes have so much HP, and the Napoli has such terrible AA that he can't really do much about it. But he did launch his fighter to take out those dive bombers, but FDR also has a very large squadron size. As you can see, since the fighters only shoot down as many planes as are present in their own squadron, it's not quite enough. So he used... Oh, that was a citadel there. That was not good. So he has a smoke up now. He's using... Oh, there's that main broadside. That is super scary to be on the receiving end of. So he has to get out of the open water, because obviously the FDR is just going to keep him spotted, and the main is just going to murder him. As you can see, the enemy team, they're catching up on points now. They're now closing in on a less than 200 point differential now, since they're about to flip the B cap. And that Zork and that Z50 and that Z42 are probably running straight for the friendly Hakuru. So Backdoor's got to make some moves here. Now, obviously, if he finds this FDR, he's going to kill it, right? But he only has 3 minutes to do that. And I do believe they have enough time to flip the points as well, especially if they get that Hindenburg. Because that Hindenburg's sailing into the open water, and, well, that main's still waiting for him. Alright, so Torps out on the FDR. As far as the FDR did not throw it into reverse and get behind the island. Here come the bombs again. Okay, thankfully he missed. He's got 2 heals left. I think he's just riding Adrenaline Rush right now for the faster reload so he can murder the FDR faster. Watching his back there, waiting for that Duncan to fire on him or the man. Good. Got the FDR. But now there's a Duncan way out there. Pops his heal. And, well, FDR got 1 squadron of planes up at the moment. So, again, he can keep them spotted. And they are the torpedoes, which can... Well, you'll see the wall of FDR torpedoes now. Look at this, fellas. Oh, but look at that. There might be a slot. There is definitely a Napoli slot there. Beautiful Napoli slot in that torpedo spread. FDR should have... Oh, he is still around. Okay, I was about to say, I thought he... Ooh, thought he didn't stick around, though. That hurt from the Duncan. Alright, so Zorki's over by the Hakuru. That's probably going to be a dead Hakuru here very shortly. Yeah, because the Hindenburg's out of position to help the Zorky. There's the Z42, yep. So the Hakuru is going to go down here, boys. That's going to flip a fair amount of points over to the enemy team. There we go. And, yeah, now it's close. It's close, and there's still time on the clock for the points to keep on ticking. So he's got to run and survive here. FDR gets his torps out again. He's down to 8,000 HP. He's got a heal left. Uh-oh. But it's on cooldown. Okay, this is going to hurt. Yeah, he didn't even bother throwing it in reverse. He's just accepting this 1 torpedo. Thankfully, no flood. Okay. So, all he has to do right now is live. And that Hindenburg has to live too. This is going to be close. So you got 2 caps ticking 3 points every tick. And then you've got their 1 cap ticking 1 point. So there's a 1 cap advantage right now to the friendly team. Looks like the Hindenburg is also a smart player. He's staying hidden. Oh, it's going to be one of these matches, fellas. Absolutely, good play there from backdoor, taking out that CV. Because that's all their spotting gone. Popping his heel. He's popped... This isn't me, by the way. This is him. He's popped his camera out. Ooh, 717 to 795. Uh-oh. The Zorky has found the Hindenburg. Here come the main shells. The main missed. Duncan's getting salvos on him. 10 seconds left. If he dies, the points flip. He's got to live. Will he make it? Will he make it? I think he will. Oh, shells coming in from the Duncan. Oh, 747 to 807, a 60-point difference. I'm 90% sure if that Hindenburg did die there at the end, that would have been game, fellas. Game over for the friendly team, I should say. 2800 base XP for backdoor there. Hindenburg there, playing it smart and surviving till the end. You know, it's very rare that you find one player that's smart enough on a team to just, you know, recognize, hey, look, it'll be close, but we'll make it if we survive. Let alone two of them, you know? So that was most definitely a good game there. Even with being a triple super ship game, and oh wait, am I high? I swear there were two. Oh, were two mains on the enemy team. There we go. About to say what? Yeah, it's been a long night for me, fellas. But yes, thank you, Backdoor, for sending that replay in to the channel. If you have a replay that you would like to submit to the channel that's got an interesting match like this, or a good match like this, or something goofy, funny, or just downright sad happens, you can send it into the email linked in the description down below, or submit it via the replay channel in the community Discord, which a link to that is also in the description down below. Hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday, wonderful rest of your week. Hope to catch you guys in the next one.